now, ladies and gentlemen, over this last week, CS2 has seen the most news, changes, and updates all year. Okay, I'm joking, but not really. CS2 has seen more developer activity with new DPR updates coming in as of today, last night, and as of the past week. And of course, as leaks through data mines suggest, a large update is on the way and currently in the works. The long-standing questions of if the competitive map pool will be changing in 2025 is officially gone. That's no longer a question, it's more so of when. As the official CS2 Twitter account has changed their banners and even put out a tweet saying Train is going to be in, meanwhile Vertigo is going to be out. And at the same time this is all going on, we're also currently seeing roster mania in the Counter-Strike Pro scene, iBuyPower players from 2014 getting unbanned, alongside a bunch more. Now, today's video sponsor is SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a CS2 buying and trading marketplace that will fulfill all your skin needs. If you choose to deposit your in-game items and or if real-life cash, SkinsMonkey can do it all. Now, if you choose to trade yet you need to top up your balance, you can do so by using my code MANDO for up to a free $5, and alongside depositing, you get an additional 35% deposit bonus. With SkinsMonkey's large variety of skins, they also offer daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways. If interested, the link will be in the top description down below. Now, firstly for today's video is update related. Counter-Strike 2 devs have been very busy over this last month. As they did today, yesterday, and really the past couple of weeks, have they been putting out DPR updates again and again. They're pretty much just full-on updates, they're just not public yet. That's of course alongside the fact that the 75% off sale has to come sometime soon for the Shanghai Major, and like we mentioned at the beginning of the video, for some more staple proof, the devs have changed their Twitter banner again and again, followed brand new music creators such as Tyler the Creator, which we should be getting a music kit pretty soon, and of course we have the discussion around the map pool change. Speaking of Valve on social media, they have put out a post discussing the map pool and the Austin Major in 2025. So it started with the tweet from Counter-Strike 2 stating good morning Blast TV and Austin Major, plus Train minus Vertigo, meaning Train is going to be added in and Vertigo is going to be taken out. And obviously, like we mentioned earlier, CS2's Twitter account banner has stayed the same, at least the past couple of days. And this was changing the Shanghai Major, and Valve usually changes these before a major update or just some sort of update goes out. Sometimes they mean something, sometimes they don't. Quickly speaking of the map pools, I want to discuss Overpass. Overpass, for those who don't know, was seeing a lot of changes during the Shanghai Major, and Valve never really tends to update the game, let alone maps and things that are not a priority, especially things that are in the map pool being played at the Major, in case they break the game while the pros play. And yeah, they did the complete opposite of that for what feels like the first time in history, where they changed a map and actually added a bunch of stuff and took stuff out that was not in the competitive map pool and was not a priority, and that map was Overpass, which made a lot of people think, including myself, it was probably going to get added back to the map pool sometime later this year. But for right now, Overpass is staying out, meanwhile Train is in. But this was kind of easy to see coming because Train was obviously just reworked once again, added to CS2. It actually runs pretty well. I personally think this is great, and 2025 is going to be a treat for pretty much every single Counter-Strike player. It's just I wonder how MM players are going to receive this, since Vertigo was and is played a decent amount. Especially in Premier, this is one of the most played maps, especially in North America. I wonder if a map of its type will ever come back to the game, because it felt like a Call of Duty map out of everything else. Now, like we mentioned previously, in this same update, we should see stickers going 75% off, a long list of patches, and of course a map pool change and possibly other additions, and of course a music kit. And that's all we know for updates going into the first couple of months of 2025. Now, as it stands for CS2 Pro news, roster mania is currently taking place and players and fans are going nuts. Rops is and has left FaZe as he was released last week. Nico is leaving G2, and the Modesty and Nico duo are officially gone. Now, at the same time, Valve has also just introduced a brand new ranking structure for Pro CS2 in 2025. The HLTV article states that Valve made changes for Counter-Strike majors to feature 32 teams instead of 24. This increases the obviously amount of people playing, and also teams that can attend, but also stickers that we'll eventually have in the game. Just considering how many more teams are going to be added to each major, does this also mean the prize pool is going to be bigger? I'm not saying $1 million is a lot, but it's been the same value since we've had since what, 2015, 2014, 2013, I can't remember. But for how much more Counter-Strike has grown since then, makes more revenue, and now with more teams in the major, that's going to cut costs for a lot of players who aren't coming in first and second place. Is Valve scared to up the prize pool, and then maybe they have to step back if something was wrong? I wonder if that's the case. I mean, the major money is pretty much just a McDonald's burger to them, and overall just a major tax write-off for Valve. Now, because roster mania was and currently is occurring, where a bunch of players are going to different teams, some players are stepping back completely, I do want to quickly talk about stickers and their pricing. Now, just like roster mania in the past, some sort of controversy, stickers or skins, doesn't matter what it is inside Counter-Strike, tends to go up, but I'm saying this for you not to buy into the FOMO, rather just wait a couple more months, if not just wait till the next major, and these stickers will go down. But most of the time, they just end up falling down in price just a couple of weeks later. And closing today's video is 10 years later, iBuyPower is getting unbanned, or at least Steel is. So here's the story. For those who don't know, iBuyPower got banned in 2014 from match fixing against netcode guides, and these players were supposed to be banned for life, which actually was pretty harsh at the time considering Dota players, which was a game and is a game that Valve really favors, those players only got a slap on the wrist. Meanwhile, everyone for iBuyPower inside Counter-Strike was banned indefinitely, specifically from Valve-sponsored tournaments. Then a couple of years later in 2016, ESL and a bunch of other tournament groups unbanned these people, but they still couldn't play in majors. And after over a decade of outcry, Steel put out a tweet last January stating, on the 10-year mark in January of 2020, 2025, I will be allowed to participate in Valve partnered events. Against all odds, I've never given up. I'm ready to be defined by something new and more positive. And that was last October. And of course, now it's January of 2025 and players have questions, such as will the rest of iBuyPower be unbanned? Will all the X players compete? Because now they're 10 years plus older. For an example, Brax is near 30 years old. Time freaking flies. I still remember and feel like this kid is 15 years old. But also, will these players even want to play Counter-Strike? Will they just go with something new or retire indefinitely? Let me know what you guys think down below. Are y'all excited for CS2's first update of 2025? Ladies and gentlemen, Fallout.